I am fire. I am the resistance. Trump has said that he doesn't like fake news. We the people have learned that Trump means any reports that make Trump and cohorts look or sound bad. We think. But bad, not in a good way. Like bad dude's bad, not bad dude's good, in that Goodfellas kind of way. I am considering filing a lawsuit against Trump and his band of outlaws for fake government. Right now, it appears that we the people have an uninvited group of serial liars in the White House. Me the people is willing to go the step further and suggest by actions that the liars are a concomitant group of unconvicted criminals. We the people are being forced and placed into a ridiculous and psychotically strange dystopian psycho-espionage, where words do and don't matter arbitrarily, except sometimes when they say, but only when we are told when and where the some words matter or not. Until such time that adjusting circumstances warrant, like answering for each new unresolved lie, in which case somehow magically hoping that we will collectively develop amnesia. All I can say is Big Pharma has a big job in front of it if the goal is to inclusively con the majority of the U.S. population into superhero belief submission. If our government has to lie to we the people, then that government is no longer our government. Certainly not the for the people, by the people government, formerly known as the Constitution that I signed up for. That unwanted fake government that's in place needs to be removed and replaced. Now. Should we the people be allowed to be upset with Jeff Sessions without being upset with Congress? Consider that. Can Congress actually pretend to be surprised that Jeff Sessions is a liar? I mean, after all, by recorded decision evidence, we the people all knew that Sessions was a liar and a racist. The suppression of the Coretta Scott King reading alone was more than icing on a cake that was already sickeningly sweet. How could Congress not know Sessions was a liar? Unless they knew and didn't care. And then on top of that, there was all that gleaning and sanitizing and false representation and false relationships portrayed during his Senate hearing. The entire country knew this was a problem, but not for those extremist religious conservative Republican gropers. How do you ignore that without failing the Snicker test? Well, there's Paul Ryan, of course, who just can't help himself. Too many blows to the head. Is it a good thing or a bad thing for Congress to maintain censorship? Now, forgive me, but I understand keeping your mouth shut despite knowing when something is wrong. Congresspersons are not allowed to impugn the character of another congressperson. What does that say about freedom in the U.S.? Maybe T. Rumpus Rex was right. We shouldn't worry about it. Are we seeing the pattern of the Russian connections yet? Page, Manafort, Flynn, Sessions, Trump? I find it interesting that only 24 of the senators are calling for Sessions to recuse himself, and even less are calling for a resignation. That to me is a little disturbing, but let's move on. Donald Trump and a Russian connection. Trump is a very interesting case. Let's start with Alexander Moskovich, the sex human trafficking underage girl provider. I would also like to hear about Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted pedophile. Tawfiq Arif, the metal production factory in Kazakhstan. I would like to hear Trump's explanation for Delaware LLC and Trump's 95 other offshore LLCs, including all of the Bayrock subsidiaries. Felix Sater, the criminal, felony convictions, including racketeering. Jared Kushner's involvement in all of this. The Attorney General of the United States of America influences and shapes truth, fact, and fiction, good, bad, and evil, right, wrong, and left. Jefferson Beauregard Sessions is an Alabama good old boy, caught in what they call red-assed behind the shed with his little old pants down. Jefferson Sessions appears to have perjured himself under oath. Jefferson Sessions appears to be a public and a private liar. Is that what you want in your government? This is not acceptable for we the people, or me the people. I am fire. I am the resistance. It has been my honor and pleasure to have been with you again today. Thank you.